What's good, man? Welcome to the Stacks gang. It's your boy DJ Stacks, aka Sir Stacks a lot. Now listen, man, I'm back here with another episode of Tech and Tips. I'm finna show y'all some advanced throw techniques with our boy Armour King. I did not forget about my Armour King players out there, man. I got some tips coming your way. So check this out. Y'all know that Armour King has chain throws. I'm gonna say this first and foremost. If you guys play Armour King and you don't utilize his throws, you are missing out on a lot of potential, man. There's not even a purpose playing Armour King if you don't use his throws. That doesn't mean you have to be a full-on grappler, because he's not. That's really what King's supposed to be. But the point is, he has throws for damn near every situation. Crouching throws, full throw game, and chain throws. I'm gonna give y'all some tips about these chain throws. Right? Check this out. If you didn't notice already, the chain throw actually has two different inputs and both of them look the exact same. Similar to King's, right? This is crouch dash 1 plus 4. This is crouch dash 2 plus 3. You can see the inputs on the right. 1 plus 4, 2 plus 3. And the animation, or at least the startup grab animation, looks the exact same for both. What does that tell you? That is a literal blind gamble for your opponent to have to guess right to break. I noticed that in my experience playing Armour King, bro, people tend to break. People tend to press 1 for the throw break animation, for the initial throw animation. So you're more likely getting a successful chain throw with the 2 plus 4 option. That's a 2 break. The 1 plus 4 option is a 1 break. Your opponent has to guess. Now, on top of that being a blind mix-up, so is the rest of the throw break options. Your opponent cannot guess, or your opponent cannot read what you're gonna do unless they're Professor X and they can literally read your mind or something, which is obviously impossible. So check this out, right? What I mean by that is, I could go 1 break to start the chain throw, right? And then I can go 2 break here. This is a 2 break, right? And I can choose to just go into my Oki from there, mix them up, not risk them breaking the next throw option and get a better Oki situation. I can just continue my pressure from there. Another example is, I can go 2 break startup and do the same thing, 2 break again. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, he has multiple options from the chain throw. Y'all need to master this. I mentioned this in a previous Armour King video I made. Master those chain throws, those chain throw inputs, bro, because there's so many mix-ups, right? So look, I can go 2 break for the startup, and then I can go 1 plus 2 break for the follow-up, and then I can go 1 break for the final animation. Or I can choose to just do the 1 plus 2 option and leave it here, go into my Oki, keep the pressure. Another thing I like to do with this, I used to do that a lot in Tekken 7. I would just go boom into this fucking slam. Like, I just love this animation, leave the opponent there. But as you can see, that keeps the opponent at the wall. So if you do get a chain throw, you want to keep them at the wall, keep your pressure. Boom, mix them up. You got your wall pressure here. You can go into your Oki movement, etc. Another option from here, this is what break is this actually? This is a 2 break animation. Boom. Remember, your opponent literally cannot tell what you're gonna do next, so it's a blind mix-up for every single chain throw extension that you add. Every single one of them is a mix-up in a mix-up. It's actually crazy. It's not even a 50-50. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So look, as you can see, that keeps the opponent at the wall, but this one has pushback. So look at the separation. So right here, you can immediately, let me do that again. You can immediately go into your wall pressure, or you could do something like, you know, pump fake. If you think they're gonna mash, go for your 4-2-1 whiff punish, whatever the case might be. You see what I'm saying though? Because check this, right? If your opponent knows the break for this, which is 2, if you realize they break that, guess what? And you still want to keep your wall position, switch to the 1 plus 2 option. And you still get that wall positioning, a better one at least, and you still get to continue your Oki. And if you want, remember, There's multiple options after this as well. This is a 2 break, right? I can go 1 plus 2 into 1 break. I can go initially, remember you can, bro, it's actually crazy. Remember the initial throw is a mix up. I can go 2 break for the starter, 2 break for the follow up, and then 2 break again. Oh no, that wasn't a 2 break. 2 break for the startup, 2 break for the follow up, and 2 break again for the follow up. I can go 2 break for the startup, and then 1 break for the follow up, right? 1 break for the startup, 1 plus 2 break for the follow up, and then 1 break for the other. Like, you get so on and so forth. You guys get the drill. Multiple mix-ups all in one. And like I said, you know, if you want to do like certain oki situations, you could just do something like this. Don't even follow up with a third extension. Just go straight back into your oki regardless. That shit did a good chunk of damage. Another throw I want to get into is the giant swing. The giant swing is one of my favorite throws in Tekken history. I mean, look at this, bro. Full Nelson, bullies, bro, just tosses him all the way halfway across the screen. That throw is a cheat code, not only because it creates a lot of separation, not only because it's potentially 10 frames fast, depending on how quick you do it. The blue spark does more damage, the blue spark is more efficient, and if there's a wall close by, you already know this hurts. What I want to say about this is become a master of your surroundings. Because if, for example, if I know the wall is back there, I know that this giant swing is gonna wall splat from deep. That's like the deepest range. As you can see, it wall splat. Brian got wall splatted face first. That's because of how far he got hit from. Now look at the chunk of damage that did. Look at his life bar. That hurt. You don't get oki, you don't get a guaranteed like oki setup right there, but it hurts and it's unexpected. On top of that, if you hit a giant swing from very close to the wall, you get a completely different situation. As you can see, he wall splats from the back and you have more than enough time. Your opponent's probably gonna tech roll here. You can mix them up immediately with your mid, you know, your lows. You can go for another throw, etc. I also love doing the tombstone at the wall, but we're talking about the giant swing right now. I'm not done, because what makes this throw even more powerful is if your opponent breaks this throw. Check this out. Let's say, for example, this is the situation you're in. Your opponent has wall pressure. You're right next to the wall. There's not much you can do. Do a giant swing, watch them break it. Look at the damn near complete side switch. It's not complete, but one sidestep, I'm basically aligned with the wall right here. Now, if I go back to that positioning, your opponent from here, they might choose to mash. This even applies in the mid screen, bro. If your opponent breaks the giant swing, there's enough separation and you have enough time to actually mix your opponent from this exact spot. This in itself is a mix-up, bro, because let's say your opponent decides to step up and mash. Quick down forward 2 counter hit launch, right? If they step up and they decide to mash, hop kick, right? If they step up and they mash, if they immediately try to step up and mash, do a quick shoulder, that'll knock them on their ass immediately. And that's even more effective at the wall, because you already know that basically wall splats, right? So you get a full combo here. And if, depending on what they do, if they step up immediately, you can go for another giant swing and catch their ass. And worst case scenario, bro, you get in this positioning, literally just go into your movement, you're safe. You have nothing to lose here. So you see the utility of this, right? If the giant swing connects and you're by the wall, that's gonna hurt. If not, you basically still get a side switch. You damn near escape the wall for free, whether they break it or not. If they don't break it, you get a full side switch with a fat chunk of damage and you get oki. If they break it, you basically just get to escape the wall for free. Another thing about the giant swing is, if you're not aware already, it's the same animation as his run and grab. So what I want to say is, you need to master doing the giant swing from certain moves, or from certain movements, like for example, sidestep giant swing, wake up, say you're on the ground. Say you're on the ground, you do a wake up giant swing, like you get up, immediate giant swing. I like to do this. Like I'll be stuttering in my opponent's face, giant swing. It catches them a lot because it's like, bro, what the fuck? They don't expect that. But the main technique here that I'm trying to show y'all is your running giant swing. This is a cheat code. Why? Because you have a running throw, brother. If you have a running throw and they basically look the exact same, your opponent's gonna have a hard time reacting to that mix-up in the neutral. Because you can step up, boom, giant swing, they might react and break it, and we end up in this throw break situation that I just showed you about. You can go for multiple options if they break the throw, and if not, that giant swing is gonna connect. And you can mix it up with the running grab. This is a 1+2 break versus a 1 break. Similar to what I said about your opponent breaking your giant swing, giving you a full, complete 50-50 situation with movement, you can go into a quick shoulder, etc. You damn near get a similar or a better situation if your opponent breaks your running throw. Your opponent has to be on point and damn near guess the two. If your input is clean enough, like your opponent won't really be able to tell. The only thing that might give it away is the blue spark, but even then it's very, very, very fast. So your opponent has to be like a crackhead to react to that shit consistently every single time. Another mix-up you can add to this, it is a 1+2 break as well, but you can do your run up, quarter circle back, 1+2 throw. So like if I step up, it basically looks the same because you have to do a little quarter circle motion for the giant swing and this throw. So these are both good mix-ups, bro. You step up, go for your quarter circle back throw. You step up, go for your giant swing. You step up, literally just do a running throw. Step up, do a 2 throw if you're like that, bro. Go for your tombstone, etc. Mix that with the chain throw mix-ups, the chain throw mind games I just put y'all on. Mix that with all the pokes and all the extra shit he has. Another thing about this quarter circle back throw is it actually breaks walls, as you can see. Hold on. It wall splats, so if there's a wall nearby, that'll completely wall splat their ass. Another thing, if you want to side switch and mix up, instead of using the giant swing for the side switch, you can go down back 1+2. This literally switches sides. Now I got the wall positioning here. And if they break it, well, you have nothing to lose unless you're a masher. One more thing. Let's go to the balcony break, right? So boom. Let's say, for example, you got a balcony break at your disposal. Depending on the combo you do, you can do a little something like this. Let me just keep it simple. If you break the balcony here, the wall's right behind you, you go for your giant swing, you basically get the wall positioning from here. This stage, the wall's a little bit further away, but in other stages with balcony breaks, the wall's like right there. If you hit the giant swing, you basically have a clean, direct wall pressure situation. And don't forget, it also breaks floors, so this can be used in floor break stages as well. But the point is, right? Let's say, for example, I'm in this spot, okay? So boom, I'm a wall splat and break the wall, right? Boom, boom, boom. Break this wall here. Right, I get my bound, and then from here I can go for my giant swing. Regardless, you guys get the point. You can go for your giant swing after a balcony break to get the wall positioning. Another thing you can do is if you're at a wall blast like so, and the wall blast is one of those that side switch, like for example this one side switches. In this case, go for a full screen combo. If you do a giant swing there, it'll be a waste because you can literally get a complete wall to wall from here. Let's say, for example, it's the other way around and I have a combo that brings me all the way to that wall blast. From here, since it's side switches, you go for your giant swing. Look at the wall positioning, look at the pressure here. Very useful stuff, chat. So put all of this stuff into practice, bro. The main thing is master that. Master your chain throw mix-ups. Mix the shit out of your opponent with those chain throws, and master your running giant swing. And really master the giant swing in general. This is one of his best throws for multiple reasons that some of them I just showed you boys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, man. I hope this helped. Let me know down below what y'all think, and I'm gonna see y'all boys on the next one.
Okay, bye.